What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel, check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on a recent interview that Nick Wright gave to, I think it was with Dan Lebatard, right? And and I'm gonna play the audio, but I want to before I play the audio, I just want you to think about like this. Nick Wright is a perfect example of why you should always like people should never take mainstream media's um their opinion. Like think for yourself. Don't allow mainstream media to to uh to mislead you on things like this. On anything, really. You got to question everything they say, then evaluate it, think about it for yourself because mainstream media, sports media, news media, like they are not interested in the truth. They are interested in like presenting a certain narrative, right? Because it's never about the truth. Um, so Nick Wright a few days ago was on the Dan Lebatard show, and he stood up for LeBron James after LeBron James, like kind of like what's the word now they use for this stuff? It was a fake, or it was trolling. I guess that you could say it was trolling, and he faked like he was, people thought he was going to retire and stuff like that. And Nick Wright, I think, was like one of the only people that I know of that came forward and kind of like justified LeBron James trolling his fans and faking people out, making them think that he had a sure enough a a legitimate something legitimate that he was going to announce to the public when all he was doing was advertising for some type of alcohol. I don't know what kind of alcohol or liquor it was, but that's all it was about. It was just mainly it just turned into a sales pitch and a advertising opportunity for LeBron James and whoever the people are that he's advertising for, right? And so Nick Wright comes on Dan Lebatard's show, and he basically says that if you thought LeBron James was going to announce his retirement, then you are a fool, right? And so that statement right there, to me, is a smack in the face of even LeBron James fans. Like, because if you trust LeBron James, you have any type of respect for LeBron James, and you think, and you're a fan of LeBron James, and then somebody who is representing him, which Nick Wright is clearly representing, comes on and call you a fool for trusting in LeBron James, and that right there is a smack in the face. But I'm going to play this interview, Nick Wright's statement that he gave about LeBron James. And before I play, I just want to say that, like, Nick Wright, with everything that's going on with LeBron James and how you can tell that ESPN is gearing up and they're like kind of like changing their approach and their stance on LeBron James. NBC got Michael Jordan coming back this year, and that's not really going to work in LeBron James's behalf. If you are a sneakerhead or you like Nike merchandise, you'll notice that everything is about Air Jordans. All those retro Air Jordans are coming back. You could turn like if you I think LeBron James have one pair of sneakers that they're promoting right now. That's those new sneakers. But Michael Jordan every day got a new retro sneaker coming out in a different color, or something might be added different to it. It's a big campaign push right now for Air Jordans. And and not just Air Jordans, but now Michael Jordan also announced, probably like within the last couple months or the last few weeks, he announced that he has a like a line of merch coming out. He teamed up with Supreme, and so he's selling t-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, leather jackets. So it's everything is leaning towards Michael Jordan. I don't know if I said Jackson. I hope I didn't say Jackson. Michael Jordan. Everything is leaning towards Michael Jordan, as far as like what Nike is falling behind. They backing up Michael Jordan. Really, Nike is in a no lose situation anyway, because they could back Michael, they could back LeBron, um, and they're gonna win anyway. It's like no, it's like just like politics. It don't matter if you Democrat, in my opinion, it don't matter if you Democrat or Republican. Both parties, in my opinion, are the same, right? But let me play what Nick Wright said about LeBron James, his fake, I don't know, announcement that he had. And then I'm gonna come back and give my comments on it.
10 years, you've ridden this ridiculous LeBron James take that he's better than Michael Jordan, and everyone yells at you, and it's just ridiculous how funny it is. And then yesterday, your boy, now that you're the most public of LeBron supporters, he does a grotesque commercialization.
Oh my God. I'm so glad we're talking about this, because that tweet, you know how, gosh, and I hate to bring him up this quickly. I don't mean to. But you know how your guy Pablo's been saying this story is an IQ test? And about the Kawhi Leonard thing. I truly thought that LeBron's tweet 2 days ago, the decision part 2 or whatever it was an IQ test. And I am shocked at how many people in the media failed it. And here's why. And to give you full disclosure on this. So I can't just hit up LeBron and ask him a question, but I can hit up Rich. I could hit up Mav. I did neither. And my pod, What's Right with Nick Wright, is every Tuesday around 10:30 a.m. Eastern. The producers asked me, do you think we should push it a bit until after whatever LeBron does, he does? And I said, with no recon and no research, absolutely not. There is no chance that is anything but a commercial. How did I know that? The same reason every single person should have known that. Tuesday at noon. That was the whole thing.
Let me stop it right there. So he's saying that Tuesday at noon, because of the time that LeBron James announced that he was going to have something for the public to know, they said, well, it's a Tuesday at noon. He's going to announce it. Just imagine if LeBron James had some type of a medical emergency. And see, that's why I say he's LeBron James, Nick Wright, and those people in the LeBron James camp is so disrespectful of the fans and everybody, at least LeBron James fans, because personally, I didn't care what I was going to wait. I didn't care what LeBron James do, because to me, it's just all a show and all a circus. But if you're a LeBron James fan and LeBron James say he going to give, he got an announcement to make Tuesday, I don't care what day it is, because you like LeBron James, because you appreciate LeBron James, he's calling you stupid because you couldn't, because of the day and the time that it wasn't going to be about retirement. Maybe not. It could have been about some type of emergency he had. I remember when Magic Johnson came with the press conference that he had to retire because he had contracted I forgot what they call it, HIV or something like that, right? You can't control stuff like that, so, and you have to deliver messages and statements. Everything don't happen prime time, so that statement right there I thought was disrespectful and disingenuous, at least to his fans, because people who are not LeBron James fans, they didn't really care, what LeBron, they would have found out, but nobody's really looking into what LeBron going to say or nothing like that. So, but they try to frame it like everybody was waiting for his retirement. Real fans wouldn't have known. We didn't know. People didn't know what he was going to talk about. So let me get back to what Nick Wright is saying.
Anybody that has been following LeBron James for a quarter century that thought he was going to announce his retirement or retirement tour on a Tuesday at noon is a moron. That was not he made us think he was retiring and it's a Hennessy ad. Anybody with a pulse should have known that was going to be an ad. You don't have to be a LeBronologist to know that he's not announcing his retirement on a nondescript Tuesday at noon. So I think everybody I saw a lot of people I like saying, he's selling in, trading in his credibility. Give me a break. Anybody that thought he was announcing his retirement,
You've mentioned that.
This,
You've mentioned that. No,
what day and time should we expect it?
Prime time on a Monday, I would imagine. Some pomp and circumstances. If that tweet said Monday, 7 p.m., I'd be like, oh, well, look out. Hold on. Maybe something's here. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I don't think anybody actually thought he was announcing his retirement.
I didn't think. I will tell you this, though, and you're saying this to my face, and I do feel like a fool. I was not doing any of that time stuff. I did think that he was teasing with people's feelings because he does that. Like, it's been a move for 15 years, and it's worked. He is the internet age's athlete, and he's being a troll as a dad at the end. And I do feel like a moron, and you're calling me on it. But I also thought it was also grotesquely commercial.
No, I think obviously the proper way to announce a retirement or to retire in the NBA, if you really want to be the GOAT, is to do it 3 separate times, which makes the first 2 fraudulent retirements. That's the way to do it. The way to do it is to quit the sport multiple times, then come back, then quit again.
So this right here is a dig at Michael Jordan, right? Retire 3 times. That's a dig at Michael Jordan. So what I have to say about that is LeBron James, in my opinion, is like is a sinking ship. When he is no longer in the NBA, people won't even pay LeBron James no mind. They won't pay any attention to LeBron James. Michael Jordan, when Michael Jordan comes, when he speaks, people listen. He came out with that documentary, what is it called, Last Dance, and everybody and their mother was watching that. Michael Jordan dropped tennis shoes, sneakers, and you have lines wrapped around the store. Michael Jordan announced that he coming back to NBC, and you got people, LeBron James, he sank his own ship. This dude, Nick Wright, is ruining his credibility because when LeBron James go down, Nick Wright gonna go down too. He said so much stuff about Michael Jordan. He really don't have no choice but to go down with this ship. And like I said, you can see Kendrick Perkins, you can see Shannon Sharp. All of those guys are kind of backing off that LeBron James wagon and trying to like make it seem like they are more neutral. This guy right here, Nick Wright, just want to go down with the ship, which is his I don't know how much they paying him. But once LeBron James' career is over with, I'm curious to see like what type of career that Nick Wright is going to have. I want to see like what type of credibility Nick Wright is going to have, because people are going to call Nick Wright out for this kind of stuff. If you are in the media and you can't be honest, like Nick Wright has sold his credibility for whatever LeBron James is paying him. Even if you are a Michael Jordan fan or you're a LeBron James fan, the truth is the truth. And I always say, like, Michael Jordan was a jerk. Michael Jordan wasn't a nice person. Kobe Bryant was a jerk to people. Kobe Bryant was arrogant. Magic Johnson back in the day used to be a player. Like if you are a fan of somebody, what they do on the court, that don't mean that you can't be honest about what the person is, right? And LeBron James, Nick Wright would never say anything criticizing LeBron James. All he will do is make up excuses for him. So like I said, Nick Wright going down with the ship. I'm curious to see, like, after LeBron James's career is over with, after he's out the NBA, he no longer has leverage. Nobody won't be checking for him. He won't be able to go to NBC and talk about basketball. He won't be able to drop merch, because his merch not selling now. He won't be able to come back from retirement. Somebody else made a good point, and I know it's true. When Michael Jordan retired that first time, people's hearts was broken. When he came back, people was happy. For whatever reason, Michael Jordan retired, people was happy. Because what Mike brought to the game, people wanted to see that. People was addicted to that. Nobody is addicted to what LeBron James bring to the game. People don't want to see that, the flop and the complaining to the refs. People don't want to see that. People don't want to see you moving from team to team, trying to to set yourself up in a position with the best players so you can win a championship and take the credit for it. People don't want to see that. People want to see the struggle. They want to see you build. They want to see people that are going to like persevere. They want to see that. We didn't get none of that with LeBron James. We didn't get no perseverance. We didn't get no struggle. We got a guy who took shortcuts, right? And so Nick Wright is co-signing with that, and he's gonna go down with that ship. That's all I had to say on this, man. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.